Hey class, Mr. Bean here. I've been asked a special request to maybe make a video on how to derive the kinematic equations that we did in class the other day. All right, so let's go ahead and get right to it. All right, so a couple things we want to be mindful of is that a couple things we need to know is the definition of average velocity. So we'll go over here and we'll go like this here, and this is going to be average velocity. And so it's going to be x minus xo, and these are vector quantities here, and it's going to be over time. Okay, so the change in displacement over time is also equal to the final velocity plus the initial velocity here divided by 2, like so. So we have this here, and we also have the definition of acceleration. So acceleration is constant, right? Average acceleration. So it's going to be v minus vo divided by t. And just remember that these are vector quantities. So you just want to be precise here. And it also is helpful to know that this can be rewritten in this format too as well. There's going to be vo plus at. So it gives us velocity at a position, or gives us velocity for a known time based on known acceleration and known initial velocity here. Again, these are also vector quantities as well. Okay. All right, so we have this here. So we have these two here, and we want to derive the equation. So here's one of the kinematic equations, the one with no time. So I'm going to put down here no time. Okay, there's no time here. So let's take a look at that more closely. So that's going to be v squared, right, is equal to vo squared plus 2a, and we'll go ahead and put down here x minus xo. So this is what we want to get. So we have these two relationships here, and we wish to get this. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and change pin colors here. Let me go ahead and use blue here. We'll go ahead and use blue. Okay. All right, so here's a blue pin here, and actually, let me go ahead and go. Let's see. I want to. Well, we're using this pin here. All right, so take a look here. All right, so there's no time. Okay, so I look here. I look at this equation. There's a t here and there's a t here. So I'm going to start with this here. So we'll go over here and we're going to say that a here is equal to v minus vo here, right, divided by t. Okay, so so this would be step number one. Okay, so we want to solve this for t. Okay, so t is going to equal, I'm going to put in parentheses here. Here's v minus vo, like so, and we're going to divide it by a. All right, so we have this here. So there's our step 2 here. And step 3, we want to do a substitution. So here's, I'll put down here step 3. We want to do the substitution. We'll put down here substitution. And what I mean is that we have x minus xo. I'm going to put this in parentheses to kind of help us out here. Divided by t here. And here we have equals v plus vo, like so. And we'll go parenthesis, parenthesis. And this is divided by 2 here. So what we want to do is we want to take this here, right? Parenthesis here, and I want to make the substitution into there. All right, so when I redo that, we'll go over here. Here's step 4 now. So I'm going to make this substitute. My bad, my bad. Um, I'm going to substitute this into here. Okay, okay, let me get rid of that. Okay, that was my bad. Okay, my bad. Okay, so substitute this into there. So if I do that, what I get here in the numerator, we have x minus xo, like so. And in the denominator here, for t here, I have here v minus vo, like so. And this is going to be divided by a here, right? And this is going to equal, right? It's going to equal, what we have here, equal uh, uh, v plus vo, right here, right? And divided by 2. Okay, so we can do quick simplification here to help us out. Maybe bring the a up here. So if I do that, we have a here, and here's x minus xo, like so. All right? And it's going to be divided by V minus VO, like that, and like that. And that's going to equal, here is V plus VO, close parenthesis, divided by 2. So now it looks like we can cross multiply, okay? And so cross multiply here. So if I do that, that's going to give me 2A here, right? X minus XO, like so, okay? And this, if I multiply this is going to be the FOIL. So if I do the FOIL, it's going to be V squared minus, here's VO squared. All right, so last step is just to simplify it, put it, going left to right, bring this over to the other side, and I have here V squared is equal to VO squared, right? Plus, here's 2A, and here we have X minus XO. And all right, there we go. So that's this one here. Okay. All right. So, all right. So next one here we want to do, I'm going to go ahead and use a different pen. Let me use red here. So this one here, we want to, okay, so using the same relationship up here. Okay. So the next one here, what I want to do is I want to get this equation here. I want to get X equals XO, right? Plus VOT right here. VOT plus 1 half uh, AT squared. All right, so I want this. I want to get this, and here's where I'm starting from. So I'm going to start from. Okay, let's take a look here. So we're going to start with X minus XO, right? X minus XO, right? Divided by T, right, is equal to V plus VO divided by 2. So we have this here, and we also have the definition of acceleration, which is V minus VO here, and we're going to divide this by T. Okay, so here we want to look closely here. There's no V. There's no V. Okay, so let's make that into parentheses or quotations there, no V. So I need to solve this equation here for V. So step one here, I'm going to rearrange it so it looks kind of like this. There's V is equal to VO plus, was it AT, right? And sometimes it's helpful to put this in parentheses. So we're starting with this here. I'm going to rearrange it to look like that. Okay, so step two, we do the substitution here. We're going to sub into this equation up here. So sub. So if I do that, I'm going to have here X minus XO. We're going to close parenthesis here, close parenthesis, divided by T here, right? And that's going to equal, so I'm going to make a substitution in the V here. So let's be very careful. In fact, I'm going to do a bracket here. And we're going to have here V minus VO right here, right? V minus VO divided by, oh, hold on. Well, let me get a clear. Oh, geez. Ikes. Okay, hold on. Ooh, that disappeared. Okay. All right. So, okay. Let's go ahead and, all right. So let's do this again. Okay. So here we have X minus, here's XO, right? Divided by T. And that's going to equal, here I have V plus VO, right? Divided by 2. Okay, so I'm going to take this equation here, and actually I'm going to use it right here. So I already have it right here. So I'm going to take this and plug it into here. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that real quick here. That's going to be, we're going to say here, parenthesis, that's going to be VO, right, plus, plus AT, right, VO plus AT, plus VO, and everything here divided by 2. Okay, so let's go ahead and simplify here. So here I have X minus XO, and this is going to be divided by T here, right? Like so, equals. So let's go ahead and simplify this here. So this is going to be what? VO divided by 2 plus AT divided by 2 plus VO divided by 2. So we can add these two together here, and we'll get VO, right, plus AT, like that. All right, so now we can both multiply both sides by t here, right? Multiply both sides by t, and so well, actually, let's rewrite it again, just so we're on the same page here, right? So like this here, this is over t, right? Make it a little bit bigger. There's t equals this is going to be what vo plus was it at, right? Okay, multiply both sides by t, right? We're going to put this in parentheses here, and multiply everything by t. So multiply this by t, let's multiply this by t here, right? So if I do that, I get here x minus xo is going to equal, okay, let's do this derivative property here. I have VOT, here is plus, now, wait a minute, there should be a 2 here. Oh, hold on, there's a 2 here, I forgot. Yeah, I forgot there's a 2 here, right? So there's a 2 here, okay, VOT plus 1 half a t squared. All right. Okay, cool. All right. And then finally, simplify x equals xo plus VOT plus 1 half a t squared. All right. There we go. Draw a little smiley face there. All right. You guys have a good day. Look, see you guys in class.